14 by John Moses Browning. So this is a cool pistol that you don't see too often. This is a French Ruby made by Manu France. They made shotguns and bicycles and things like that. These were actually invented in 1914 and made in Spain originally. And they're kind of neat because you don't see too many of them. The reason they're called a French Ruby is because they were actually bought by the French military for World War I. They actually used them in World War II, from what I've read. This one looks to be late teens, 1915, 16, 17, 18, somewhere around there. The French military ordered 10,000 of these per month in the beginning of 1915, and by the end of 1915 they were ordering 30,000 a month. So there aren't a lot of great records, but this could have been made in 15, 16, 17. They made about 750,000 of these, so they're fairly common. This one is not in the greatest of shape, but they're 32 ACP, heel mag release, fairly simple to break down. So the French Ruby, this is how you field strip for cleaning. Obviously the gun's clear. It has a safe and fire position. The safety is also the slide lock. It does not have a slide stop to hold it back when the last round is fired. So if it's on fire and you're shooting, it does not lock back on empty, to let you know. If the safety's on, it will lock back. So remove magazine. To take apart, pretty simple. Very, very simple design. Rotate the barrel about 90 degrees, and it comes right out. So there are 3 lugs under here. It's locked in place in the frame. It rotates, and it slides forward. Rotate again, and it comes out. Putting it back in, same exact way. It just goes in, in, and rotate. Now there is a spring and guide rod in here. You can see, very, very simple. It's a floating firing pin. There is no spring inside there. It's just held in place by a roll pin. Typical extractor, very simple. And the safety just fell out while I was moving things around, because the only thing that holds the safety in place is the recoil spring. This small end fits in the front end here. The flat end gives tension on this when it's in place. So it has 2 flat surfaces. So when this is in the gun, see, there's no tension whatsoever. When your recoil spring is in the gun, now we have tension. It is marked fire and safe. Looks like FEU for safe, and what is that? SO possibly R. For cleaning, this is as much as you'd really need to take apart. It does have an internal hammer, so it is hammer fired. It is not striker fired. And there's our hammer. It's a little bit crude, but I mean, this gun's over 100 years old. The way the barrel works, this is a blowback pistol. The lugs, when you're putting this together, those lugs rotate right in place, and the slide just moves from blowback. Very, very simple and effective. So putting it back together, same as taking it apart. Also, to note, when you put this together, make sure that that recoil spring fits inside there. I'm trying to show you that, but you got to make sure that that fits inside. If it doesn't, it won't go. So flipper to safe, lock the slide back, reinsert the barrel. Again, lugs down, rotate, forward, and lugs down. Gun's ready to shoot. Let's go take her to the range and see what she does.
Okay.
Dude, this ought to be fun.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm going to stay over here.
Should I say a big thank you to gunblitz.com for supplying the ammo?
Big thank you to gunblitz.com for supplying the ammo.
Going hot. Think I can hit that steel plate?
Probably.
It'll make it that far.
It's French.
Oh, got a little jammy jam. Maybe it doesn't like to shoot fast. Oh. She's empty.
I'm having fun with this, whether you like it or not.
Josh, would you like to shoot this?
I would like to shoot that.
You nailed it, but it jammed.
Oh, it sure did.
It's Jamaican.
Yeah. You're making me crazy.
No, because it says we be jamming. We be jamming a lot.
Yeah, it's hitting the nose of the bullet's hitting high.
Excellent shot. Kevin, would you like to shoot the ruby?
You know, now that I've seen it not explode, yeah, sure. Uh-oh. Is it a harder trigger pull?
No. Did you sure you sure you chambered it?
Yeah.
Pull it back. That was weird. Maybe the hammer just didn't.
A lot of anticipation in those hands, aren't there?
Yes. You're just sitting there saying, "Please don't blow up. Please don't blow
Yeah,
up."
well, I'm doing one hand this time.
Got some raspberry jam.
Ah.
The easiest way is put your finger in the ejection port, push the nose down,
Yeah, just nudge it down.
and it'll drop right in the chamber.
That is fucked into place.
I really wonder how they killed Nazis with these.
They did it. That's why they surrendered.
Oh, right. The French surrendered. I forgot. Now I'm starting to understand the reputation of French guns.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Buggered up.
Yeah.
Yes. Perhaps that gun has a penchant for buggery. What are you doing to that poor little gun, Kevin?
I don't like this gun.
That's why they don't feed right.
Yeah.
It could be a magazine issue. This is definitely more fun with friends.
Jam.
This is insane. I hit the bowling pin. Every round you got to do it.
It didn't jam because it's empty.
No?
No?
I just assumed it jammed. That was awful. What a
Well,
terrible experience.
Well, here
It's
you
just
go.
like going to Paris.
I'll give you something better than to shoot. Threw 5 rounds in there. Let's see if she's accurate. Yeah, these hollow points don't like to feed. We'll have to see if we can get some regular round nose. So we got 2 out of 5, and no idea where it's impacting, so not terrible. So the French Ruby, yeah, even with round nose, this thing is definitely a jam-o-matic. It's fun to shoot, it's a piece of history, but it did not perform well. It could be a magazine issue. This is the only mag we have for this gun. The feed lips, they look pretty good. But every now and then, one round was sticking straight up when it would have a jam. So it's a nice piece of history, but not reliable, at least not by today's standards. What I am impressed about with these guns is the simplicity and the quality of manufacturing. It never ceases to amaze me how, when you think 120 years ago or 110 years ago, the level of complexity of machinery at the time, and they were able to take basic machines, Bridgeports, simple mills, no CNC, no 5th axis, things like that, and make things that were very consistent. And yet there's still bits of crudity. When you look at the machining in here, I'll take some close-up pictures. It's just amazing how crude it really is. But it's still a fun little piece of history. Maybe I'll try to get another mag for it or 2 and see if we can't get it to run a little more reliably. But I like it. I'll keep it.